Come to your mat into a comfortable position. Just make your way to the center of your mat. I'm going to choose the sitting easy seat. You can sit however is comfortable for you. And as you bring your tailbone to the mat, lengthen your spine by sitting up tall. Take a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Now take your right hand and place it over your belly, your left hand over your chest. And close your eyes. Inhale through your belly slowly and deeply. Feel your belly expand. As you continue to inhale, feel your ribs expand and then the base of your throat. As you exhale, relax the upper chest. Feel the ribs contract and then the belly. Each breath should be natural, without tension. Just continue to inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. And for our practice today, may you be an observer of your practice instead of a critic. Continue to breathe naturally throughout our practice today. I'm going to start off on all fours. So if you come to the mat, bring your hands, fingers out, and make sure your head is underneath your shoulders, your knees are aligned with your hips. And we're going to take a few moments to just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more exhale. You round your spine and let it all the way back. And we're just going to sit back in our child's pose, extending the hands out in front of us and placing your forehead on the mat. And just give that a huge stretch. And coming back on all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, knees are aligned with the hips. We're going to extend the right foot, toes are pointed, planted backwards. And gazing at the mat in front of you, stretch your left hand, lengthening the body, and bring your knee to your elbow. We're going to extend as we inhale, and exhale, bringing the knee to the elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back on all fours. We're going to point the toes to the sky as you inhale and bring the knee in between. between your elbows. So we're going to just point up. Hands are staying on the mat. Extend backwards and bring in the knee between the elbows. Inhale up. Exhale, return to the elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, return to the elbow. And push the floor away from you, downward facing dog. Heels maybe touching the mat, maybe not quite ready for that yet. But push the floor away from you, making a V with your body. And dropping the knees, bringing the knees, the chest, and the chin to the mat. We're going to push into Cobra. Sitting back in child's pose, resting your forehead on the mat, just relax. Pushing the floor away from you, come into your downward facing dog. And we're just going to walk our feet to our hands, coming into standing position, and place your hands on top of your head. With those fingers locked on top of your head, turn them towards the ceiling and press towards the ceiling. And we're going to lengthen our body by alternating our heels, touching the mat. And just reach to the sky, eyes gaze forward. And like the tree branch that we are right now, if you could just sway to the right, open up the left side of your rib cage, returning at center, the tree blows to the left. And once we come into center, we gather our hands in front of us and we sit into a chair. Locking our fingers behind. So we're going to challenge ourselves and open up our chest a little bit, helping us breathe a little deeper. We're going to take those hands and bring them above our head and just forward fold. Maybe you feel that in your chest. As your chest opens, maybe your hamstrings are on fire like mine are right now. And return back to standing. We're going to make our way back to the mat. All fours, hands underneath your shoulders, hips are aligned with the knees. So let's come back to our tabletop. And from here, we're going to take a few inhales and exhales as we recognize the cat and the cow pose. Just inhale and exhale. Continuing to stretch that spine, our abdomen, letting the air fill our bellies as we inhale. And exhale as we push all the negativity out. One more inhale. And exhale, let it all out. Leaving the right knee down this time. We're going to extend our left leg. Eyes are gazed on the floor, on the mat in front of you. And extend your right hand, palm facing towards the inside. Making ourselves long as we can this morning. And bring that knee to your elbow. Inhale, extend bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. One more, inhale and exhale. Coming back to all fours. Just sit back in your child's pose, resting your forehead on the mat. And quietly count to 5 yourself and come back into table. Coming back to table, we're going to extend that left leg again. Toes are pointed towards the ceiling on an inhale. So inhale and bring that knee in between your elbows. Exhale. Knees, toes pointing towards the ceiling as you inhale and exhale. One more time, extend the toes to the ceiling, and exhale, bring it in. Coming back to child's pose, we're going to go to child's pose, and then we're going to push the floor away from us. Push the floor away as you come into your downward facing dog, and we're going to go into a plank. Holding that plank right here. And dropping your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Exhale and push into cobra. Taking it back to your child's pose. And untuck the toes. Push back into your downward facing dog. And walking the toes towards the hands. Come up. Bringing the body and making that tree. Placing your hands on top of your head. Fingers are locked. Just inhale and exhale here as we rest. Palms towards the ceiling. We stretch and make ourselves long. Alternating, rocking the heels to the mat. Warming up those calf muscles. And we're going to sway that tree to the right. Allowing our rib cage to open up so we can breathe deeper. Keeping the legs straight, come back to center. And we're going to sway that tree to the left. Returning to center. Bring those hands out in front of you, eyes gaze forward, and sit in your chair. Walking our fingers behind us. As such, we're just going to fold, open up our chest. And from here, just alternate bending your knees and get those hamstrings active. We're going to warm them up right here. Just kind of walk it out. That feels yummy. Returning to center and just kind of shake it out. If you need to grab some water right now, feel free to do so. I'm going to grab mine. hands in front of us. Inhale and exhale here. Just take a few normal breaths. Inhale, bringing your palms together over your head. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Fingertips touching the mat. Maybe your palms can go all the way down. If you need to bend your knees a little, that's perfectly fine. And stepping back with your left foot, inhale, and come into your low lunge. Bringing both feet together. Hold your breath on your plank. We're just going to hold, engage your core by bringing the belly towards the spine, keeping our body straight. And we can drop. If you need to alternate and bring it down on your forearms, that's perfectly fine. Keep the body straight. Or if you need to just drop to your knees and hold it, that's okay as well. So you can either do your high plank, your low plank, or just drop your knees. Modify. So we're going to hold this a few more seconds. And exhale as you bring your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. And inhale into your cobra. Making sure the shoulders are dropped from the ears. I just caught myself like this, and you just got to remember, it's okay. Just be patient with yourself. Tucking the toes. Push the floor away from you in downward facing dog. And stepping through with the left foot, bringing your foot in between your hands into your low lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, coming to a stand up, coming to standing, placing your hands over your head. Inhale, and upward salute. Bringing the palms back in front of you in prayer. Just take a few breaths, inhale and exhale naturally. Inhale, hands over our heads, eyes or gaze forward. And exhale, forward fold. Stepping back with the right leg. We start with the left leg into our low lunge. Our feet are between our hands if possible. And stepping back, feet together, hold your plank. And this time, if we're going to start off in the high plank, I want us to go from high to low, bringing it back to high and low. We love this plank, right? And just go back and forth a few times, holding your breath, bringing the belly to their spine. And exhale, dropping your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Inhale as you push into cobra. Pressing the mat away from you downward facing dog. Make that V shape with your body. And stepping through with your left leg, hold that lunge. Coming back to your feet, feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bringing the hands over our heads. And exhale, hands together. I'm going to just take a few breaths here. Inhale, upward salute, eyes gaze forward. I tend to close mine quite often. It's like I'm kind of getting a little bit deeper when I close my eyes. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe your hands touch the floor a little bit more now. Maybe your palms are there yet. Stepping back with our left foot. Inhale to low lunge. And bring the right foot to meet the left. Hold your plank. You can drop down to a low plank if you'd like. And exhale as you drop your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Inhale as you push into cobra. Tops of your feet are on the mat. And tucking your toes, downward facing dog. We're going to walk the dog right now by just alternating our heels touching the mat. Keeping the hips straight. All the work is in the foot right now. And stepping through with your left foot. Inhale into low lunge. And feet together, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale. Bringing the hands in front of us. Inhale and exhale. Taking a few natural breaths, just making sure you're aware of where you are right now, taking it all in. Let's scan our bodies and make sure that everything is well. You may want to step it out, just alternate your heels touching the mat. You may want to just shake it out of your hands. It's perfectly fine. You want to just walk back and forth on your mat. Just going to do some things to make sure we're loose. We're going to repeat that cycle of salutation one more time. Finding your place back on your mat. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands in front touching in prayer, and just take a few inhales and exhales. And on your next inhale, exhale, forward fold. Walking it out right here, loosening up our calves, our hamstrings, all the attachments to our knees. And stepping back with our left foot. Oh, push there. What happened? I got locked up, I felt like. So we're just going to step back with our left leg and hold our lunge as we inhale. Knee is underneath, knee is aligned with the heel. And stepping back, both legs, hold your plank at the high plank if you're able to. Bringing it down to our low plank. And back to our high plank. Bringing it down to our low plank, holding your breath still. And back to our high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. And inhale into cobra. Tucking the toes, pushing the mat away from you, downward facing dog. Our tail is up high, our body is a V. The victory that we're going to claim and accomplish during this session today. And step through with your left leg. Bring yourself to your lunge and hold your inhale. Bringing the feet together, exhale, forward fold. Walk that out. And we're going to take our elbow, just take your palms and grab each elbow. And we're going to just sway like a rag doll. Just let your head hang, let your body just forward fold, and keep your feet hip width apart. Relax your head and neck, and just sway from side to side. Exhale, bring your hands back to the mat. Inhale, upward salute. And exhale, palms together. Take a few breaths here. I'm going to check on my air conditioner. Which is on, but obviously isn't working right now. Stepping our right foot, toes pointed towards the front of the mat. And your left foot is pointed towards the outside of the mat at about a 45-degree angle. Bring your hands behind you like this. I want you to just fold your body. Just try to get in between to the inside of your right knee. We're just going to fold in that pyramid. once we do that. Bringing the left leg through, stepping to tree, bringing your foot either above your knee or on your shin. My hands are quite slippery. So, and placing the hands over your head, eyes are gazed forward. Spreading the feet wide. We're gonna forward fold. And just grab your ankles, the inside of your ankles, and just let your body hang. Maybe you place your hands on the mat, that's fine. We're gonna actually walk that through. Spread those legs, toes are pointed to the outside of your mat. And just walk that through. We're gonna walk forward. And we're gonna walk back to our ankles. Walk forward. And then we're gonna walk backwards. Coming back to standing. This time we're gonna take our left foot and point it towards the front of the mat. Our right foot is turned towards the outside in a 45-degree angle. We're going to lock those hands behind our backs, palms together, and forward fold. Bringing the right foot either to your shin or your thigh above your knee. Try not to, you don't want to be on your knee, that area. So, and hands over our head into our tree. Spreading the feet wide. We're going to place our hands, maybe we grab our ankles to give ourselves a little bit more boost, but hands are on the mat and just walk them back in between you, underneath your bottom, and just walk them forward as you step out into that fold. Walk it back and walk it forward. And one more time, walk those fingers out. And walk it back. Coming down to our mat. We're going to exhale, coming down our knees, our chest, and our chin. And we're going to push into cobra. Bringing the shoulders away from our ears. Tops of your feet are pointed to the mat. And sit back into your child's pose. Forehead is on the mat, and you're just resting here. Extend those arms far out in front of you. And pushing the hands back, coming on your knees. We're going to take our hands. We're going to meet our fingers behind us. In a way that our fingertips touch as they can. Our hands, we want them like this. So if you can reach them behind your back. pointing in opposite direction, palms are together, fingers are interlocked. So if we can do that. We're just opening up our underarms, our triceps. And take the other arm, and we're going to do the same. Maybe one is better than the other. It's okay. Like, be patient with yourself. There are certain things that we're gonna feel like we're a little bit better at than others. It's okay. We all have our challenges. The important thing is to just be patient with yourself. I'm being patient with myself because right now I only have one finger connected, and it's okay. So my cow face is really angry right now. It's okay. And sitting back onto your mat. We're going to take our left leg, bringing it over the right. Extending our knee to the outside of our body. Take your right hamstring and bringing it towards your chest. And lowering your right foot back on the mat. Take your right ankle, drape that over the left knee, bringing the left knee towards your chest. You can take your elbow and place it in the inside of your right knee and kind of push out a little bit if you want to open up your hips just a little bit more. And placing both feet back on the mat, palms facing the mat underneath you. We're just going to push into our bridge. So tighten the glutes, tighten the butt, your booty, and just push up towards the ceiling. Push your pelvis towards the ceiling. Engage your core. Like we're doing Kegel exercises without even meaning to do them also. When you tighten up everything. At least I am. I don't know about you, but that's what it feels like. And lower that bridge. Push back into that bridge. And maybe you bring your feet just a little bit closer. And lower that bridge. And since you're already in your bridge, we're going to extend your feet where they are. So extend your legs, hands are beside you, and bring the crown of your head to the mat. The crown of your head to the mat, and just like a fish out of water right now, without flapping around. And extend the body. And placing your crown of your head back onto the mat. Inhale and exhale as you return back to the mat. Lengthen your body. Bringing the right knee to your chest. And just gently pull. And taking that same knee across your body, open your arms and glaze over your right shoulder. Maybe you extend the foot on the right shoulder just a little bit. The entire leg actually. Or keep the knee bent. extended. Alternating and bringing your left knee towards your chest. Gently pull. With your right hand, taking your left knee across your body, extend both hands and glance over your left shoulder. And extending the entire body. Bringing both knees into our chest. Give yourself a gentle hug. Thank you for being an observer today. Extending your legs, placing your heels on the mat, allowing your hips to let your legs, your feet just flow either to the side or maybe they're upright, but naturally being aware, naturally letting your body flow. Palms are facing towards the ceiling. Whatever thoughts are coming to your mind right now, just brush them away. I want you to breathe naturally as we head into our Shavasana. Eyes are closed. Focus your attention on your breath. Simply observe the way in which the breath flows in and out through your nose. Whenever you notice your mind wandering, return your attention back to your breath. Bringing awareness back to your muscles. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Circling your ankles. Extend your toes towards the end of the mat and bringing your hands over your head. Extend the body as long as you can, as though someone is pulling you in both directions. Bringing the right knee back towards the chest and just give it a gentle tug. And the left. Going in between your knees, grab your feet, and we're going to just sit out here in Happy Baby for a moment, remembering what it was like as a child to just have no worries, no cares in the world, just being happy. And those are some of the joys we need in our lives as we get older and more things start to weigh us down. We just need to find that joy. Just rock back and forth, side to side, letting the mat massage your bottom, your back. And taking both knees, bringing them to your chest. Give yourself a hug. When you're ready, let your knees fall to your right side. Lying on our right side and using your biceps of your right arm as a pillow for the moment. And just lie here. Eyes are still closed. And just take a moment to hang out here on your right shoulder. Being conscious of our breath. And when you're ready, push yourself back to seated. Bringing the hands back in front of you. Taking a few moments to be aware of your breaths. Inhale and exhale. Palms together. Rub them together as you warm them up. And take those palms and place them over your eyes. Gently massage your eyes. Massage your forehead. And massage those cheeks as we bring joy into our faces. And our chin. Rolling the head from side to side, circling it in front of us. And bringing the palms back in front of you. We thank ourselves for being patient today, for observing ourselves in our practice, not being critical of ourselves. Bringing the hands together in front of us, we say, Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.